Hey creative, what's up? It's your girl Jamila and welcome back to my laboratory. I'm really excited about today's video because we'll be unboxing my new 40-watt WeCrete Vision laser. And before we even get started, I do want to say that WeCrete did reach out and offer me this laser, but these will be my honest thoughts and opinions on how I feel about this machine. Okay, so moving forward, any video that you see, it's going to be extremely honest, all right? And of course, everything I use will be linked in the description box below. And if you like this video, you learned something new, make sure you give it a
Okay,
thumbs
guys,
up.
so right
Make
on
sure
top
that
of the
bell
box, once
notifications
you
on so you
open it
don't miss
up,
any
are
of
your
my
slate
upcoming
panels.
craft
So
tours.
you might want to go ahead and remove those before you just start throwing foam and things all around. And this foam was a struggle to get out, okay? I feel like nobody talks about how hard it is to get this foam out. So I just kind of wanted to mention that and prepare you guys because, man, I was really struggling. But once I got it out, I underneath the foam was some pieces of wood, and on the wood it does say for camera calibration only. And then of course after the wood there's your laser tucked nice and neat in a box, and underneath your laser is your crumb tray. Okay, so that's under its own like layer of foam, so don't forget that because it is at the bottom. So inside the laser itself has a bunch of tape on it. So I'm just going through and removing that. And the laser, I will say, if you're like looking around your craft room trying to figure out if you have space for it or not, although we always have space for new toys, it's about 23 inches wide and 19 inches long. And I say exact, y'all, because I'm not the best measurement taker. But the exact dimensions are on the WeCreate website if you do need that as well, okay? So inside the laser, they put a little bit more packaging, more foam, and a couple of boxes with some other accessories that we will need for this laser. And just in case you're wondering, the 40-watt version, well, the 40-watt Vision laser only comes in this like bluish gray, okay? So, they do have some lasers that are white, but this one, the only option is this bluish gray. So in one of the box we have our tubing for the air assist itself, and a rotary kit. Now the air assist is to like blow the smoke and debris out the way so you can get nice engraving and clean cuts. Then you'll have some spare parts, a Wi-Fi antenna, a screwdriver, a USB, just pretty much everything that you'll need to be get up and going, and extra in case there's ever a problem. Then you have your exhaust tubing, your power cord. I will say I do like when companies send like extra tools, because that just lets me know they actually care that I'll be able to, like use the product. Like say something does go wrong, I'll actually have the things on hand that I need to go ahead and try and correct it or whatnot. And I really like that. So moving to the back of the machine right here. So to connect the exhaust pipe or exhaust tube, it's right on the back, and the screws are already on there. Okay, so if you're looking for like the little lug nuts or whatever, y'all, I don't know the correct term, so excuse me. I'm switching my terms all around because I don't know exactly what they're called. But the little lug nuts or bolts are already on the backing, so you'll just need to remove them, and the wrench that you'll need to remove them is included. Like I said, I really enjoy when they include everything I need so I can be up and going. Okay, so you just loosen those up, put the little backing on, and then tighten those up. To connect your air assist is pretty simple as well. There's just like one part that you plug in and screw, and then you put the tubing on to the air assist, and bam, you're done. Now, we'll say the fat part of the tubing connects to the air assist, and the skinny part connects to the laser. Okay, and once you get your machine, you'll actually know what I'm talking about. And you really don't even have to listen to what I'm talking about because they have an instruction manual that gives you detailed instructions. And not only do they give you detailed instructions, they have like the little QR codes that you can scan for like a helpful video if you ever get stuck. But y'all, this is very, very simple, okay? If you've ever set up anything, I know we set up Christmas presents and toys and things for our kids all the time, so you'll definitely be able to do this. Okay. Now, when adding the exhaust piping, I put it as close. You do kind of have to shimmy it on a little bit, so just put it as close to the machine, like make it touch the back paneling, and then tighten up that little ring with that flathead screwdriver. Your Wi-Fi antenna is a simple twist on as well, y'all. When I tell you this is easy, like this whole setup. First, when I opened the box, I was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to put together 1,000 things." But no, it was just a few things that I just needed to connect. Okay, and in case you're looking around your craft room wondering where you're gonna put this, it does require a three-prong outlet. Okay, now honestly, the rest of this video may look a little bit different depending on how you're gonna do like your venting. So WeCrete does have a fume extractor, but I didn't get that just because there's a window right here in my craft room that I knew I wanted the vent out. Okay, so I did have to go and get this vent system from Amazon. So this is not a WeCrete product. It's from Amazon and it's a window vent system and it works for horizontal and vertical windows. So I really like that. And it's adjustable, right? So it's not really to one specific window size. It comes with three panels. So you just add on as many panels as you need for it to fit your window and they slide, right? So you can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, whatever it is that you need. And they have some screws that you can use, to tighten the panels, keep them in place. But honestly, y'all didn't do none of that. Okay, I slid the panel on, fit it to the window, closed the window, and it was a done deal. Right? It literally like that was super easy. One, two, three. Now, in that packaging, they do include like weather taping and insulation, like if you need a better fit, but it fit my window perfectly. And you don't need to remove your screen either. Okay. And even so, you don't need to remove your screen, but they still have like a wiring in that little vent part. So there's a screen inside the vent part. So it's like nothing can, like insects and things, they're not going to be able to come in because there is some wiring. So you do need this little coupling attachment, and you're going to go ahead and uh, put the exhaust pipe on the inside, and you do need to like kind of put your hand in there and wiggle it through. Now, since the exhaust is on the inside, I'm not really sure if I need these like ring tightener things, but I was like, man, they gave it to me, so I'm just gonna use it anyway. So one goes on the bottom to keep like the exhaust tube into place, and then the other, there's another one that connects to the window, and you just tighten that, right? And so once you get that on, the last thing is just to insert your crumb tray and remove the plastic covering. Now, I will say if when you're not using your machine, don't leave your exhaust pipe hooked up to your window, okay? There's a cap cover that you can buy to like cover the cap to cover the window thing, but don't leave the tubing to the window like all night when out in use, okay? Because they say like moisture can get in your machine and it'll ruin it, etc., etc. So let's just make sure we're doing taking the proper precautions. So once you turn your machine on, like once you plug it up, it'll lift up and then you'll actually be able to go ahead and put your slate panels on the inside like this. And there is a marking that says up. So put your slate panels with the up side up. Okay. And so once everything was set up, you'll go over to WeCreate and download their program, like install it in your computer. Now, I will say that was the part that gave me trouble. Okay. I had to, like, it was not connecting to my Wi Fi. I tried to use my phone, I was using my computer. But eventually, I did, just had to like reboot some things or whatever. I was able to go ahead and connect it to my computer. And I just followed the beginner's guide that was on the screen. And this is the project that, that they directed me to do. So that's just what I went ahead and did. It's basically just some engraving, a lion, lamb type engraving, and then it cut out. So it's a picture frame. It's actually really, really cool. And it took 32 minutes to do this project. So to me, that wasn't bad. Like with the engraving and how pretty like detailed it was, and you'll see, what that was in the end. But yeah, all in all, first impressions, I'm actually really impressed. I love a machine that has an easy setup, and this was definitely an easy setup, minus the software just giving me a little bit of a hiccup. But as you can see, I was able to go ahead and get that in place. The software seems pretty easy to navigate. I haven't really played with it too much, but it doesn't seem like It'll be a huge learning curve, but of course, we'll check back into that on some future videos. And all the pieces cut out really well. So I was really excited. Now, I didn't glue this together or, like really assemble it or everything. I just did a quick assembly straight out the laser. But I will say that I was happy with the results and I was really impressed. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so cute. So I definitely can't wait for more laser projects. You guys not gonna have to wait too long because we're gonna be making some coming up real soon. Like the holidays are coming up, so we're gonna do like door signs, gift tags. Like, I don't know. There's so many things that this laser can do. Now it is a diode laser, so it's still a diode laser. So it can cut like opaque acrylics. Is that how you say it? Opaque. So and pretty much if it's not see through, it can cut. And that's what the website says. I haven't tried it myself, but of course we'll be uh seeing, how that holds true further along as we experiment with this more. And I'm really excited to do like engraving on tumblers and cups and just things like that. So I'm actually really excited about this. Just really seeing what different crafts I can do, how this can really enhance, your business, my business, or anything like that. So, of course, you guys, if you enjoyed this video or you learned something new, please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. There is a discount code. I do have a code for you guys linked in the description of this video. If you're wanting to go ahead and get your own WeCrete laser, make sure you check out the description box. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later.